So I've just got Dave here is going to take us through a couple of other recent updates here in next minute. Dave, what are those?
So we've got two new changes that have come out, which are really focused around just making it easier to bring in charges and shift them around. So one is the ability to take charges that are already on a job and shift either all or some of those charges to another job.
Cool.
The other enhancement that we have is we've already got the ability to import in your bills directly from Xero. But what we've got now is we can also, as part of that process, show tracking categories from Xero against your bills if you have those activated. So what I'll do today is I'll go in and show you how to shift your charges that have gone to a job, because from time to time people make mistakes. So if I open up this job here, so this relates to any charges that may have hit this particular job. So whether that's timesheets, any bills, or any just straight charges I want to add. Now, the beauty with this is you can come through and you can either choose to shift some, one, or many of these charges. So if for some reason someone's put the wrong timesheet against this particular job or done it several times, I can come in here and simply select the charge that's hit. In this case, it's John Smith's labor. And I can come in here and I can move that charge to another job. So in this case here,
I see.
I can just come in here and say, oh, I want to put you on the fixed lock on door. Okay.
So you can also do this with tasks, I assume. So if there's charges related to a specific task, you can shift it to another one.
Absolutely. And if there's a whole, bunch of stuff, you can just multi-select them. And that's just going to take all the charges sitting under that particular section and move them. Now, if that section no longer has any charges related to it now because you've shifted it, it will remove that section as well and create that section on the job that you've shifted it to.
Cool.
So it's really, really simple. It works nicely. So if you do make a mistake in shifting your charges, you can go to that other job and always shift them back. So it's just a really nice way to deal with, I guess, exceptions or times when something's gone to the wrong job and you need to move it across.
Does that mean, I guess, that if I bring a supplier invoice into next minute and it's got charges, say it's got a few line items in there for different jobs, does that mean I can shift some to another job?
Correct. So what I'll do is I'll go and show you this other piece, which is around how to bring in your bills via Xero, and then a couple of different scenarios. So if I come in here and I go add, in this case here, my account's already connected to Xero. I select Xero, and what this is going to do is show me any of the bills that have yet to be attached and pulled through into a job. Now, the enhancement I was talking about is we can now show tracking categories. So if you don't use tracking categories, that's fine. It doesn't make any difference or change. But if you are using them as part of bringing in bills by using HubDoc or Dext or Auto Entry or some other extractor software, we will now show you the job or the tracking category that it relates to. So really quickly, I'll show you what that looks like from Xero. So here is a bill. In this case here, I've got one from Mitre 10. It's got all the elements in here. The tracking category in this version, I've activated and called it a job ID. I have the job actually in here, and it would have all the different tracking categories I would have. Okay, so then when I pull that bill in, it's going to be showing that bill, and there it is, 1039. And what it means is I don't even need to open up that bill and view it. I could just come in here and go to job 1039. So all I do, it's already found it for me, but if I typed in 1039, it would give me the job. I click on it, I then go import, and that's been done.
It just helps with matching up data a bit more cleanly, easily, right? So yeah.
Well, if you are using tracking categories, all we're doing is we're bringing that through so that you can see it. So from time to time, you may have a bill that's got multiple line items. And in this case here, let's pull this one through to job 112. So all we do, again, you repeat the process. We know what job it's going to relate to, 112. So we're reusing that information. Now, I will go and import that bill to go and sit against that particular job. Okay, now there were 2 line items on that particular one. So if I now exit there, I can always go to the bill or the job that I've just imported. So if I go to the job, that's going to open up, and it's now going to have the association to that supplier bill that I've just pulled in, but I can also go to the charges and I can view any of those charges that are sitting here. Now, if I want to, I can take any of these charges. So let's say this particular one, and let's say that bill has gone to the wrong job, or I want to shift that item to another job. It's a matter of selecting it. And again, exactly the same way, I can either do it to another job or a task. If I'm going down to that next level, I can say where I want to shift it to. In this case here, I'll go to job 112. Ask me to confirm, I then shift it. And you'll notice now that that MITRE 10 line item is gone from in here, okay, because I've shifted it. So if I now go to that other job, I can actually view that that cost is now sitting there, and it will be associated to that particular job. So here
it's a lot faster than importing and having to get rid of it and then start again, and it's just a shift, a couple of buttons. So
absolutely. And as I said, if you do something wrong and you shift it to the wrong job, you can very quickly open it up, view the charges. It's going to carry across all the dates and all the information, and then you can shift them. So you've got all your information sitting on one spot. So that's just two really effective changes. One is around shifting charges around from one job to another, and that covers any type of charge that's been added. The other one was around showing the supplier bill that you've brought in from Xero. And I'll show you that again, is when you go add, click on Xero, it's going to be showing you your tracking category in here. So that helps you decide which job it goes to. So it's just a nice value add, just showing you more information as part of that bills import process.
Very good. Beautiful. Well, thanks for running through that, Dave. Much appreciated. We'll stay tuned for the next edition of Product Updates. We'll see you soon. Cheers.